Damn!
What?
We've been here before.
Of course we've been here before. We're retracing our steps.
No, I mean, we've been here recently, maybe half an hour ago.
It's a tree. We've been walking past trees all day.
I recognize that rock.
You what?
How could you get us lost when we're going back the way we came?
How could you lose your keys?
I told you. They must have fallen out of my top pocket one of the times I was getting toilet paper.
One of the many times.
Oh, and if you hadn't rushed me, I may have noticed they'd fallen out.
You take forever finding a spot with a view. I was trying to get us out of here before dark. That was before I knew that if we did get to the car, it wouldn't do us any good. I must have missed the fork and circled back. Well, we can either keep going, or we can camp and hike out early, hoping we find your keys. I say, we can't.
You mean sleep out again?
In this light, we could walk right past these keys.
Smell the patchouli.
I should have been more vigilant. I knew that Mercury would be in retrograde. Susan, I don't think you should be making the decisions anymore. You are just too fixed in your thinking for Mercury. What I mean is, I think we should talk it out together and the three of us decide. I mean, this whole trip you've been like giving orders.
You asked me to plan the route, to leave. That's what I've been trying to do.
Maybe if we take a nice deep breath, the trees will speak to us. Susan, please.
In the middle of the trail.
You really think we'll be in anyone's way?
Hopefully somebody with a car, your keys, and maybe some beer.
Would you like to hold hands? All right, well, that's a no. Okay. Just take a nice, deep breath. Feel yourself sink into the earth. You know what the moss knows, what the roots know, what the worms know.
You think they know where our keys are?
It helps me to center myself, to realize that I am part of something larger, that women are of the earth.
So are men.
Not in the same way women are. We have uteruses. That's like a whole mini earth just...
Right. How about we list the pros and cons of camping or hiking out? I think that we should... I think Ivy should go.
Fine. If we camp out again, we don't get a real meal in a real bed, and I look even more like Wanda Woods woman tomorrow. We hike out, we could get lost. More lost. Fall off a cliff into Pine Creek in the dark, or get all the way back to the car and still have not found our keys. Any pros? No, pretty much all sucks. Can't thank you guys enough for taking me on this empowering adventure. It's been totes lit.
Well, she was the
Her
one who...
idea. We thought it'd help you forget Philly and Danny.
Yeah, well, thanks to this, even my ex-boyfriend looks like a good time.
Come on, it hasn't been so bad. Think of the stories you can tell your city friends when you get back. About the chasms you've climbed through.
Chasms?
And the wild animals you face.
Wait, do you mean the chipmunks that got in her pack?
And how you hiked through Rattler country without fear.
Rattlesnakes? What the hell? You didn't tell me there were rattlesnakes out here? If you were my friends, you'd get me out of here.
Oh, sweetheart, we will. We will. Safe and sound, I promise, just not until tomorrow.
Oh my God.
It's okay.
Here, you guys set up the tent this time. I'll gather everything we have left to eat.
I don't know how to set this thing up.
Eve can show you.
Sure I can. Okay. All right, first things first, we find a nice flat spot covered in moss.
Oh, so we can have a comfy night's sleep. Do you know how long it takes moss to grow? That's why we bring thermorest.
Well, since moss is out, we can just clear the rocks and sticks from over here. Now, which way do you want the door facing?
Towards the bathroom with running water.
Do you know which way the sun rises? I like the door to face east.
Ivy, I can't find your food.
That's because it's in my belly. You told me not to leave it laying around.
You know, I think it's a good thing that we have to stay out another night. It gives Ivy a chance to learn more, and we get to wake up in the morning knowing that we're tough enough to handle it when life doesn't go our way. One night is not long enough to get rid of all the crap that builds up. I've been stressing over what to do when all my summer help goes back to school. The Saunders' landscaping is only half done, and I just don't have time to do all the mowing jobs, too.
I just don't understand how you can enjoy working around all those sweaty guys.
I do.
And high schoolers, that is when men are at their worst.
They're cheap, and they listen to me. I hire girls, too, when they apply. But girls are more coddled. What do parents think they're protecting their daughters from when they won't let them mow the lawn or change their own tires? My dad, he made sure I knew how to do all that.
He also made sure she knew how to survive in the wilderness with just a Q-tip and a nail clipper.
Yeah, did he also teach you how to speak Tarzan?
No, but he taught me how to speak redneck. Nice truck. Nice dog. Want a pat? That came in handy. All right, so we've got 3 packets of instant oatmeal, yummy maple brown sugar, 2 Cliff Bars, mint chocolate chip, and cranberry almond, and half a baggie of nuts, and the end of my hard salami. We also found 2 almost full water bottles, so we should be good till morning. What do you say we split up the Cliff Bars and the salami tonight, and we'll save the oatmeal and the nuts for the morning?
Wait! Don't force it! Sorry.
Eve, what the hell are you doing? This tent survived through hiking the Appalachian Trail. It went to Yellowstone with me. Didn't anyone ever teach you how to treat gear?
Well, I wasn't the one who broke it. And no one ever taught me how to treat gear. My mama was too busy cooking and cleaning and working 2 jobs after my daddy left to be concerned about gear. And even if she did give a shit, we wouldn't have been able to afford it anyway.
I thought you were experienced outdoors. All your nature girl stuff is an act. You don't even know how to pitch a tent.
When I'm outdoors, I'm communing, not pushing and testing myself. I don't need to act like a man to enjoy nature.
Oh, so now basic competencies become gendered. I know how to do things, so I'm a man?
Well, you certainly dress like one.
Shut up! Shut up! Is this why you brought me out here? To show me how women beat each other up? Because I didn't need to come out here to learn about that. That's been my whole freaking life. Why do you think I hang out with the guys I do? I stayed with Danny for so long. I knew what they thought I was good for. So when I let them down, it didn't come as any big surprise. You expect more from me, but I can't. I'm not strong. I'm not independent. And I can tell you, from where I stand, it doesn't make it look like you're any happier than I am.
Here, get some calories in you. We're all starting to bonk.
Practical solution for every problem.
I'm the man. There are many ways to be strong, Ivy. You don't need to be like me.
Can you fix the pole?
We don't really need it. Why don't we just sleep on the tarp and look at the stars? Heaven knows it's warm enough.
Yeah, but what about the rattlers?
If it makes you feel better, I can try to patch it with duct tape. But we're well away from the creek and the rocks, so I'm sure we're fine. It's your call.
What's that?
Someone's coming.
Hey, dude, which way do we go now?
We're on the trail.
We should ask for help.
Pants, you want to get to the bar or try to find the hippie girl who lost her keys? That's been your type. Free love and burn their bras.
Let's head for the bar and hope we run into her. I'm sick of this heat.
You think those paps in the cooler are still cool? I can't wait to get back to the damn truck.
Well, what about my keys?
Do you want me to run after them?
No.
They might just leave the keys.
And what's to stop them from taking my car, Susan? You heard how they were talking.
Trying to get into a woman's pants is legal. Stealing cars isn't. They might just leave the keys and a note.
Yeah, or a note and their phone number. In that case, I can hotwire the car if you don't mind me breaking your window. My daddy taught me a few things too. Is that the same kind as last night? A barred owl?
That's right.
Ivy, do you have any more toilet paper?
I just have a little left.
I didn't bring any. Air dry. I shouldn't use my headlamp.
Thanks.
Don't go far.
Susan, do you think the rattlers will leave us alone?
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Looks like we chose the right place to celebrate our final night in Ireland. The music here is the real deal. It's as good as any other place, I guess. Kathy, we've spent the entire week touring Ireland, and all you can do is knit. Can't you put those needles down, please? No. I'm trying to finish this start for Ben before we get on the plane tomorrow. Kathy, newsflash. Ben left you 6 months ago. When are you going to stop knitting stuff for him? Probably never. He doesn't deserve it anyway. Running off with that blonde he met at his office Christmas party. She's young enough to be his daughter. You need to give up on him. He's never coming back. That's why we went on this trip. You need to leave Ben behind. Move on with your life. Have some fun. You say so. All you do is knit. I never see you without those needles. They're like weapons you use to keep people away. I enjoy knitting. I don't really want to socialize with people. Other than you, of course. Thanks. I've tried to set you up several times. Nice guys, too. All lonesome and looking for someone to cook their meals and do their laundry. No thanks. I'm not that desperate. All I can think about is Ben. But don't you want to date again? At least flirt a little. You're still young. I'm not ready for that. Don't pressure me, Lisa. And please, don't ask me to talk to anybody tonight. If you want to flirt with men, go right ahead. Never hurts to flirt a little. Besides, it's fun. You should know, you're on your third husband. Listen, the first two didn't work out, but I didn't give up on love, like someone I know. Can we change the subject, please? Okay, let's play a little game. I'm going to name a place we visited this week. And you're going to tell me something you remember about it, if you remember anything at all. Ardara. Oh, that was the lovely village where we visited the woolen mill. And I bought this yarn for the scarf I'm making for Beth. Killybegs. Wasn't that the place that I bought that Aran wool for the sweater I'm making for Ben? Connemara. So many sheep, just running loose, no fences. They were all over the hillsides and even in the roads. No wonder they have so much yarn in Ireland. Donegal. Donegal. They had the most wonderful yarn shop I've ever seen. I could have bought every skein in that place. The shopkeeper gave me a free skein because I bought so many. Got to think what else I can knit for Ben. Donegal also had an impressive castle we toured. Don't you remember that? Truthfully, I'm of the opinion if you've seen one castle, you've seen them all. You dragged me through a lot of them. Okay, so you're not impressed by castles. What did make an impression on you? Did you see or do anything this week that you'll remember once we're back home? I guess the Giant's Causeway was pretty impressive. Finally, now we're getting somewhere. Something that's not connected to knitting or Ben. What did you like about it? Well, it was pretty impressive, wasn't it? I mean, all of those large stones poking out of the shoreline and going way down into the sea, and the legend that went with it about the Irish giant, Finn McCool, who used the causeway as stepping stones to get to Scotland to fight that other giant to the death. Isn't that where you saw the selkie out on the causeway? Don't laugh. That was very real to me. It was very disturbing. I see a man's head in the waves. He's fallen in. He's drowning. Where? I don't see anything. Show me where you're looking. Right there. See his head bobbing up and down? Oh, see, he's got black hair, all shiny and wet. Oh, he's going down again. We have to save him. Calm down. That's just a seal. It's not a person at all. Are you sure? It looked like a man to me. Maybe it's a selkie. A selkie? A selkie is a magical creature that lives in the sea like a seal. They can shed their skin and live on land if they wish. Male selkies have the power to seduce women who are lonesome and lovelorn. Lisa, are you making this up? No, I'm telling you the old Celtic legend. If you shed 7 teardrops into the sea, then you can summon a selkie. But to keep him, you must stay in his underwater home with him forever. Well, it doesn't sound like it would make for a very good relationship. I can't even swim well. Some say selkies come out once a year on a midsummer's eve to dance in the moonlight. It's the middle of summer right now. Maybe he's come for a dance with you. Selkie. I'm lonely and lovelorn. I will leave Ben for you. I will shed 7 tears in the sea. Come back. Please, take me with you. Don't look now, but we've got company. My, I think he just winked at me. Wink back. He's gorgeous, just like I like him. Tall, dark, and handsome. I can't wink at him. He'll think I'm flirting with him. What's wrong with that? It's our final night in Ireland. Loosen up. Have some fun. He's wearing a gorgeous Aran sweater. I wish I could see that cable pattern up close. For Pete's sake, Kathy, forget about Ben. Forget about knitting for once. You've got a gorgeous Irishman making eyes at you right now. His eyes are like deep, dark pools of water. You could fall right in and never come up again. He looks like someone I know. Don't tell me he reminds you of Ben, because Ben is blonde. This guy's hair is so dark and shiny, so he just has come out of the water.
That's it! I know who he reminds me of. The Selkie! That slick back hair. He's the Selkie!
Well, the Selkie's watching you stare at him. I'm gonna go find the little girl's room. Why don't you bat your eyelashes at him while I'm gone? It'll do you some good.
Darn it. He caught me looking at him.
Would you care to dance?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you. I
asked if you'd care to dance. It's Midsummer's Eve. Everyone's supposed to dance. It's an old Celtic tradition. Aye, 'tis I then. Good. Well, put down your needles and give me your hand.
First, tell me what that pattern is on your sweater.
You're right forward, lass. Don't hurt me with those things. All right, if you must know, it has two names. Some call it the fisherman's knot.
And the other name?
True love's knot. See? It has neither beginning nor end, and its bond cannot be broken. Now give me your hand.
Well, it's a marvelous night for a moon dance with the stars.
Are you my Selkie? Did I summon you with my 7 tears in the sea?
It is a marvelous night for a moon dance, don't you think?
Не ложися на краю, придет серенький волчок и ухватит за бочок, он ухватит за бочок.
Hey guys, I came home from work early tonight, so I thought I'd cook for a change. How was school today, Eliza?
School was fine. Good A on Bip test.
That's great. How was your day, honey? How's the school band doing?
Well, the band's coming along great. I think we're going to be ready for the winter concert. Eliza's been a great addition to the flute section. I can't believe how much further along she is than our other students.
Well, in Russia, we started the music lesson at age 3. My father chose flute for me, so it is what I play. He wants me to play flute at university and be professional in orchestra.
Well, from what I've heard when you practice, you're well on your way.
Oh, and she's my sister. Excuse me.
How was your day, honey? How's the big case going?
Yes, it's moving along. We're going back into settlement negotiations tomorrow. I really need this case to end well if I'm going to make a partner by the end of the year. I know I've been working late a lot. Thanks for understanding.
Well, I'm glad you're home for dinner tonight. I've been wanting to talk to you about Eliza, how you think this foreign exchange student thing is going. I think it's been great. I feel like a real dad some days, taking Eliza to school, helping her with her homework.
Mark, please don't get too attached.
To Eliza?
No, to the whole dad thing. You know what the doctor told us.
Yeah, but we have options.
Please, let's not talk about this now. I've got too much going on at work and I just can't get into this now.
Is everything okay at home?
Oh, yes, all is fine. Sister was accepted to university today. My father is very pleased. She will study government like him.
That's wonderful.
Miss Lydia, Mr. Mark, there is something I have to tell you.
Sure, Eliza. You can tell us anything. Is it something that happened at school?
No, it happened before I left Russia.
It is the reason I am here. I am pregnant.
You're what? Do your parents know?
No, no one knows. When I find out, I make request at school to be an exchange program so I could leave before my father would see. I have been hiding it, but Billy is getting too large to hide now.
How far along are you? Have you seen a doctor?
5, 6 months maybe? No, no doctor.
Well, I'll arrange for an appointment with my doctor for you tomorrow. That's the most important thing. And then we'll contact the exchange program to let them know. You will need to call your parents.
No, Miss Lydia, I cannot tell my parents.
Eliza, you really must tell them something.
No, you don't understand. My father will disown me. I will be out of house. He cannot have pregnant teenage daughter. It will ruin him. It will ruin my entire family.
Well, we have a legal obligation to at least tell the exchange program about this.
No, please. You don't understand. My cousin had a baby at 16, and now she has no home. No one in family is allowed to speak to her. I don't even know if she is still alive, but my father will do same to me. I cannot cause shame to my family.
Eliza, if you can't tell your parents, what are you going to do? You know you go back to Russia at the end of the school year.
Yes, I know. I will have baby here before end of school and go back to Russia with no pregnant.
And what about the baby?
I want you and Miss Lydia to have baby.
What? You think we can just keep your baby? You go home as if nothing has happened and leave your baby for us to deal with? There are laws.
But I am 18. I can sign for adopting. You are a lawyer. You can make papers.
It's not that simple.
Lydia, calm down.
No! I can't believe you're just sitting there. This girl is trying to use us. You knew you were pregnant and you came over here expecting us to just take away all your problems? I don't think so. This is not our problem.
Really, Lydia, why do you have to be so angry? She's just a kid.
She's not just a kid. She knew exactly what she was doing in coming over here. Don't be a fool, Mark. She's not here for an education. She's here to dump off her baby. We cannot be involved in this.
Why are you so quick to judge people? She's scared. She needs our help. Don't you care about her?
Don't you dare make me out to be the bad guy here. I'm the one trying to be rational. We can't be a part of this. Whatever happens to her in Russia is not on us. We have no control over her life.
We've wanted a baby for so long.
What? You want this? Did you know about this? Have you been hiding it from me?
No, of course not. I'm as shocked as you are. But there's got to be a reason that this happened. Maybe we can make this work.
Make this work? Are you crazy? We barely know this girl or her family, not to mention the legality of it all.
You're right. I don't know the laws. We could figure it out. Struggled for years to have a baby, and the doctor tells us that it's not going to happen. Then this girl and this baby walk into our lives? How can you deny that this is fate? How can you not want this?
Mark, I have never wanted a baby.
We struggled for years to have a baby.
I know. I wanted one for you, though. I never really wanted it. I was relieved when the doctor said we wouldn't be able to conceive.
Why?
I can't be a mother, Mark. You know I didn't have a mom growing up. She left my dad and me when I was 2 and never came back. She couldn't handle being a mother, so she left. I have worked my whole life to get where I am today and be everything she wasn't, but I'm afraid it'll all come back if I become a mother. I'll become her.
You are not your mother. You never will be. You would make an amazing mother to this child. Baby would be lucky to have you as his mother.
You don't understand, Mark. I don't know how to be a mom. I never have and I never will. I'm sorry, I just can't do it.
I understand.
Eliza, I'm sorry I yelled at you. Where are you going?
I'm sorry I make problem, Miss Lydia. I go now.
Back to Russia?
No, I cannot go back to Russia with baby. I will stay with friend from school.
You don't need to leave. I'm sorry for the way I reacted. You should stay.
No, I don't want to be problem.
I know you're scared, but Mark and I will help you.
You will take baby?
No, that's not what I meant. We'll help you figure it out.
If you will not take baby, then I must find someone else.
We can help, but things might be difficult since you're not an American citizen. Going back to Russia might be your only choice.
No, Miss Lydia, I told you I cannot go back to Russia with baby.
I'm sure things won't be as difficult as you think. We can ask the exchange program agent to help you talk with your father about your options.
No, Miss Lydia, you do not know my father. Russia is different from here. Girl with baby has no option.
What about your mother?
My mother is gone.
Oh, Eliza, I'm so sorry.
She was very sick for years. She died last year.
That must have been so hard on you and your sister.
Yes, I was very close to my mother.
What was she like?
She was so beautiful and kind. She always made sister and me smile. When we were little, she would take us to market and let us pick one flower. And I always picked the rose. When she got sick, I went to market each week and bought her roses. I miss her, Miss Lydia. I miss her so much.
It's going to be okay, Eliza. It's going to be okay.
My mother would be so disappointed of me. She would not like having pregnant teenage daughter. It would mean so much shame to her.
No, Eliza, I know things are different here than they are in Russia, but I'm sure your mother would be proud of you no matter what. You are an amazing young woman. You do well in school. You play the flute so beautifully. And it took a lot of courage for you to come over here.
Oh, not courage, Miss Lydia. Desperation. You said yourself, I am just here to dump off this baby. And you are right.
I shouldn't have said that, Eliza. I didn't know. I didn't realize what you'd been through. Losing your mother is a horrible thing. I know what it's like to miss your mother. I hardly knew mine, yet I still miss her every day. This baby will miss you if you leave, Eliza. This baby needs a mother.
But, Miss Lydia, you can be mother to this baby. This baby is not meant for me. This baby is here for you.
I don't know, Eliza.
I do know. When I come here and meet you and Mr. Mark, I know right away that this baby is for you.
I don't know if I can do it. I just don't know.
Ran out and got some cookies.
They had your favorite, double chocolate chip, Eliza.
Thank you, Mr. Mark.
My wife! You have my wife! Let go of me! Let me through! Let me through!
I'll take him.
Come on! You have my wife!
I doubt it. We have a lot of people's wives right now. Where's she from?
Queens.
Then we don't have her.
I saw you take my wife. You took her right out of line.
Why didn't you follow her?
They wouldn't let me through.
Yet here you are.
It took me an hour.
I doubt we have your wife.
I saw you take her.
I did not take her.
An ICE person took her.
Where's she from? If she's here, we have them divided by country.
Queens. That's New York.
If we don't have her, we're not taking nationals.
I saw you take her, and she has a U.S. passport.
Those people get fake ones. What's her name?
Amma Rubin.
What kind of name is Amma?
Indian.
I thought you said she was from New York.
Yes. She was born and raised in New York. Her parents are Indian.
Well, then she's probably in room 6 with the Pakis.
Pakis?
Pakistanis?
She's American.
Whatever. Her parents are Indian, so I assume she looks Indian also, which means she looks Pakistani. So she was probably detained for questioning. The Pakis are terrorists.
Pakistan is not on the list.
What list?
The travel ban list of 7 countries.
Iran is.
Her parents are Indian.
They look Iranian also.
Okay. Since my wife is an American who has ancestors from India and therefore looks Indian and may be mistaken by someone to be Iranian, where could we possibly find her?
Well, when you put it that way, she's probably with the Pakis. But they aren't on the list. They're in a different section. They're in the general dangerous immigration holding as opposed to the terrorist immigration holding.
She's not dangerous!
All immigrants are a potential danger to our free society.
Excuse me, sir. I'm looking for my wife.
Of course. You're Somalian. Huge terror influx from Somalia.
I am Sudanese.
Same difference.
Not really.
What's your religion?
Islam.
So you're an Islamic person?
No, I am Muslim.
Why didn't they arrest you?
Why would they arrest me?
Your wife was detained, yes.
I was in the bathroom when they took her.
So, you hid in the bathroom.
No, I had no reason to hide. I went to the bathroom to use the bathroom.
What were you doing in the bathroom?
I went to the bathroom.
If you were in the bathroom, how do you know they took your wife?
Some people standing next to us said some men with ICE on their jackets dragged my wife off.
Was she resisting?
How would I know? I wasn't there.
Resisting arrest is a crime. Immigrants committing crimes must be deported.
We were given asylum because of the war.
You're Iraqi. I thought you were Somali.
No, you sound Somali. I am from Sudan. There has been war in my country for many years.
Not my problem, buddy. We got people escaping ISIS and Al-Qaeda and things like that. They aren't allowed in. You know how many Syrians I had cry to me in the last week?
Excuse me, sir. Are you also looking for your wife?
What? Now you guys are going to conspire?
Excuse me. I'm looking for my wife.
What color is she?
What do you mean?
I mean, what color is her skin?
Well, it's sort of pinkish.
Pink. Like Indian?
No, like you.
I am white.
Huh. Well, you look pink.
Just what I need. A smart-ass geriatric with a terrorist wife.
Oh, she's not a terrorist.
Where's she from?
Philadelphia.
Where are her parents from?
Well, her parents, when they were alive, They were from Puerto Rico.
So, she looks Mexican.
Not really.
Sort of.
She's 88 years old.
They strap explosives to old women and young kids. Every age is potentially a terrorist.
Can you help me find my wife?
You mean the Puerto Rican, non-Mexican looking old lady?
If you put it that way.
I think you put it that way.
Okay.
Take a number.
One, 1,256. 25. 25. You're on 25.
What is all the racket, old man?
You're on number 25. It's 4 o'clock.
Yep. Another hour. Then there's tomorrow.
She's 88 years old.
Sorry, buddy. We have to make sacrifices to keep America safe.
Oh.
Excuse me, sir. Do you need help?
Yes, thank you. Yes, I do. Well, I mean, my wife does. They have her prisoner. I don't think she can survive a night in custody. She's 88 years old.
Wow. Excuse me.
What is it?
Are you holding this man's wife?
Why not worry about your own wife? That's the problem with this country. Everybody worrying about other people's business. If they would take care of their own business, their own wives, and their own kids, we wouldn't have to pay all those taxes for social welfare.
I believe we're supposed to help each other. Otherwise, we're just animals.
Nonsense. We are just animals.
Jesus! Help the guy out! He's like 90 years old, and his wife is 88. And you got her locked up because she's from Mexico? Come on! Help the guy out!
Do not take the Lord's name in vain! You must be an Islamic person. Because no good Christian would take the Lord's name in vain.
We are called Muslims, not Islamic people.
Talk to this guy. You obviously have something in common.
Are you Muslim?
No, I'm a Jew.
Well, I am a Christian, and I'll shout it. Jesus Christ, what is going on? Somebody help me, help me. My country's lost its mind. I fought in World War II when I was 16 years old. I thought I was fighting for my country. Now, I'm ashamed.
You see? See what? Sacrilege! And from someone that should know better, a white Christian.
Please, sir.
No.
Please, with all due respect, the woman is old. She is in danger.
You got an old wife too?
My wife is not old.
What are you talking about then?
The old man's wife, the old woman. For heaven's sake, help him.
Stop caring so much about each other. Stop trying to help each other. I will not be bullied. You need to mind your own business and worry about your own wives. This is ridiculous. Why do you care so much? You're not even the same religion. Your wives, they're different color. You're decades apart in age. Why do you care?
I don't know how we got here.
Excuse me. I'm looking for my wife.
Oh, here's a nice place to sit.
Well,
there's so much to see and do. Don't you just love family reunions? And there's so many wonderful rides at this park.
Well, I must admit, the picnic area is lovely. But here it's just too noisy with the rides and too many children.
Well, I remember when I was growing up, we'd come here and I'd go on ride after ride with my brother. It was so much fun.
Yes, Catherine, but he grew up. And then he married me.
Yes, but when your kids were growing up, he would take them on ride after ride and have a ball.
Well, he did enjoy those times, but every time he was with your family, he reverted to his childhood. Thank God family reunions are only once a year.
Oh, I thought you enjoyed time with your family.
Well, I do enjoy my family. We get together often, but it's much quieter and more civilized. Your family is like taking a ride in an amusement park.
Well, I must admit, we do like to have our fun once in a while.
Once in a while? Look at your family. Your father's always outside playing with the neighborhood children, and your mother's down in the cellar pumping rum into those fruitcakes. Your whole family, fruitcakes.
Well, now Dad's retired, and Mom makes some good spending money for Christmas with their fruitcake sales.
Yes, but you never had the responsibility of raising children. Max just lets you stay in a perpetual state of childhood.
It's true. Max and I were never able to have the children that we hoped for. Now, Helen, you need to relax. Have some fun. Your children are grown and you have grandchildren.
But your husband of 20 years didn't die and leave you with the chore of household finances and upkeep. So much to tend to when you're the only one running a household.
Well, I miss him too. After all, he was my brother for 48 years and 2 months. Hey, Helen, there's the fun house. How about it?
What do you mean, how about it? You're not suggesting that I ride on that thing.
Well, of course I am. It's easy. It would do you some good.
That ride is for kids.
It is not. I see lots of adults go in there.
But it's so noisy and juvenile.
Oh, you're not afraid, are you?
Of course not. That's not the point.
Well, maybe you're afraid of the dark, or of having fun, or of what people might say about you.
No, I just have enough common sense not to waste my time on such trivial matters, like some people I know.
Well, maybe you're afraid of living.
That's utter nonsense. I am not afraid of the dark or having fun, and I certainly don't care what other people think.
Well, then, how about it?
Well, what do you do in a fun house?
Well, you don't really do anything. You simply go in there and you get one of those little open motorized cars, a lot like the ones on the roller coaster with the bar that goes across for your hands. And then it simply goes around a track on the house and it goes up and down an incline, and after a few minutes it's over and you get off and you're done and you leave.
Well, okay.
Oh, and then we'll go on the roller coaster and we'll get some cotton candy.
Now wait just 1 minute. No one said anything about the roller coaster. And cotton candy will certainly spoil our appetites for dinner.
Oh, I just can't wait to see where this is going to take us. I just love surprises. Well, the last time I was in here, I only threw up once. We went up a hill and down into a dip. Oh, you better hang on, Helen. Oh, boy. Oh, here we go. Oh. It takes us all the way to the top of the house, and then we're going down. That took my breath away!
Oh, too bad it didn't.
Oh, goody, we're going faster! I just love going faster!
from here.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
Oh dear.
Anything wrong? Oh, good grief. The lights went out. It's not moving, is it? Just supposed to quit like that?
Well, I don't think so. Well, the last time this happened, it took them hours to fix things. Well, by the way, do you feel anything?
What am I supposed to feel?
Oh, like anything warm or wet?
No, what? Where? For God's sakes, Catherine, speak up!
Oh, I wet my pants.
Not that again. Never get excited or have a laughing fit. I knew I should never have come in here with you. But no, I had to cement family relationships. Oh, at least it's dark in here. No one can see us.
Oh, Helen, someone's coming. There's a flashlight.
It is about time.
Well, ladies, are you having a little trouble?
Not as much trouble as you're gonna have when I get out of here.
Right, our car just died.
Well, I'm sure I can make short work of this whole problem. However, I'm going to need a little assistance. I need someone to hold my flashlight.
Oh, I'll do it. Say, what's your name?
Well, my name is Alan, but everyone calls me Wrench.
So, Wrench, is it fun working in here?
Well, it's a job. I got a wife to care for and some young'uns to raise. It pays the bills.
Alan, I find it very refreshing that you have such a sense of responsibility for your children.
Well, thank you, ma'am.
It sounds a little to me like you don't really like your job.
Well, I like doing this kind of work. I just like doing it outside better. I get a little anxious in closed places.
You seem to handle things pretty well. I'm sure I couldn't work under such circumstances.
Well, you get used to it, like I got used to working in the dark.
Used to the dark?
Well, when I was a little boy, I was really afraid of the dark. No way would I work in here.
Oh, Lord, I'm stuck here with a claustrophobic, afraid of the dark man with the name of a tool. And a sister-in-law in damp undies.
How come you're not afraid of the dark anymore?
My dad used to work here, and one day he brought me in here when all the lights were on and showed me how everything worked and how it was supposed to fool folks. I thought that was really neat. And then he turned off the lights and took me for a ride. That was one of the best days of my life.
Did your father ever think that these rides are a waste of money?
Well, no. He said, these rides give folks a lot of enjoyment and they give other folks a chance to have a living. Plus, they only cost a dime.
Well, he sounds a lot like my dad. Except he used to say that life was too short to do a job that you really didn't enjoy doing.
Well, is that so? There's something to think about. Well, I made short work of that little problem. It's kind of puzzling though, because there's a puddle of water or something in the tracks back there, and it shorted out the connection to this car.
Nice and going.
Well, here are some tickets. Good for any ride in the park. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Now put your hands inside the car, and in a few seconds you'll be on down the tracks. So it was nice meeting you both, and I hope you have a nice day.
I told you we'd have an adventure, and look, more tickets!
Just what I wanted, more tickets for more rides.
What'd you say?
Nothing. Thank God that's over.
Well, I must say, Helen, you certainly were a good sport about things, and well, it wasn't so bad, was it?
The truth, Catherine, I wasn't prepared for the unpredictability. But you certainly do enjoy life. And you do make the best pies and rolls for our picnics.
Well, thank you, Helen. And I must say that I really appreciated how you kept your home neat and clean for my brother and his family and fed them well.
Thank you, Kate.
Oh. Well, say, Helen, do you want to ride the roller coaster?
No.
Well, I do. Will you be okay here?
Well, hello there.
Oh, good afternoon, Alan. Wrench.
Well, where's your friend?
Oh, you mean my sister? Oh, she's riding the roller coaster.
Well, didn't you want to ride too?
Not really.
Well, I saw you sitting here and listening to our old carousel, and you seem to be enjoying yourself.
I was thinking of another time.
Well, what time was that?
Oh, when I was young. My husband, he was my boyfriend then. He used to bring me here. We'd ride the old carousel, and he would try to catch gold rings. He'd give them to me and tell me that we would turn them in for more free rides. I would sit on the carousel bench. Oh, how he loved those horses, the ones that go up and down. He would lean way out to try to catch those rings. I loved watching him. We had no worries. And we were so in love.
Well, I gotta get going. Have a nice day.
Hey, Helen! Come on! Let's go back to the picnic! And I got lots of cotton candy for the kids!
Now you go on ahead, Kate. I have something I need to do. I'll be along shortly. I think it's time that I took another ride on that old carousel.
I'm back here.
Oh, she's in the last row.
Oh, there I am.
You're not coming?
Do I have to?
Guys are down, everybody.